You can start now, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, my dear students. I think you all are attend the question, isn't it? Already have sent to, isn't it? That things you have to discuss. You have to tell me the answer, exact answer. So these things also already we finished it, I think. Okay. This one all are you see the question, my dears? Have you seen the question on your screen? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So already you attended this. This is this question paper, isn't it? Isn't it, Ajay? Okay. See here. These things also already we attend, isn't it? Last class, what we have, I have sent it. So here you think about the morphological nature of edible part of the coconut is endosperm only. Okay, these things already we discussed. See here, who asserted that health as a state body of and mind where there is a balance certain humus. Who is this one? Which one is the correct answer in this area? It's simple like this. Already you know very about it. This is both the Hippocrates and Indian Ayurvedic system of medicines. Okay. Which one is called as communicable disease? Just we go through it, then we will go to the next one.
Sir, diphtheria, sir.
Diphtheria. Okay. This one is the correct one. Yeah. Good. What about lack of jaw? Lack of jaw is nothing but the which one in malaria? It will not come. Kala azar, it will not come. What about the diphtheria? It is also communicable disease.
Sir, tetanus, sir.
Tetanus. Very good. Exactly correct one. Okay. Go to the next one. Uchararia bankrupt causes.
So filariasis.
Okay. Good. This one is correct one. What about others? Others also try to answer. Okay. What about here? Culex. Culex. It comes under.
So filariasis, sir.
Okay.
Dengue is Aedes, Anopheles is malaria.
Which one is correct then?
Sir.
Yeah, Anopheles is nothing but malaria, isn't it? And what about C? Aedes, female, isn't it? Dengue. That's a B is the correct one, isn't it? Okay. The plasmodium. Just imagine which one is it here. See the stage of plasmodium vivax that attacks RBCs is which one is cryptomerozoites and merozoite micro, meto, carbometo, amerozoid, and all of this. Which one is the correct one?
So merozoites, right, sir?
Is it correct? What about others? Others also, please try to answer me. No. All of this is the correct one. Okay. Suppose if you are giving the wrong answer, the answer will be indicated in the green in color. That is very, very important one. Just note it on. All the categories also concentrate. Which one of the following is related to humoral immunity? The T lymphocytes or B lymphocytes? I, L, it's not comes, isn't it? Only 2 lymphocytes already you studied. But in this category, which one is the correct one? See here. T lymphocytes, all B lymphocyte, all I lymphocyte, and P lymphocytes. See that? B lymphocytes is the correct one, isn't it? When we answer the wrong one, it will indicate the correct one. So T and B lymphocytes both are correct. Just imagine. But I didn't give the options here. That thing is also very, very important. Malt. Malt consists of about dash percentage.
Sir, 50%.
50% is correct one? Or 20 is
Sir.
correct?
50, sir.
Who is that?
Sir, Dhanlakshmi.
Dhanalakshmi. Okay. I will go your answer. See here. So it's the wrong one. So the 20 is the correct one. Just to check your answers, isn't it? 20% is the correct one. Already told
No,
you.
but in textbook they have given 50% only, sir.
50% they have given, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This one is we will consider it later. Okay. I will check you and then tell you. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Good. What about the lysosome present in the perspiration saliva of tear destroys a certain type of bacteria, all viruses, most viruses, infected cells, and fungi? Which one is the correct one? Is it correct? All viruses, most viruses, infected cell, or certain type of bacteria? Certain type of bacteria is the correct one. Okay, that is also already answered here. What are we here? Amoeba, diphtheria, and also cholera. And third one is called a syphilis. Syphilis is nothing but the Trypanosoma pallidum. So D answer which one? You know, the first one. Where is the D? The first one is the B is the correct one. Okay. Amoeba already in our report. Diphtheria. Diphtheria. DPD. Vaccine. Okay. See that one? So wrong. So here the A is 2. The amoeba is second one. Use only sterilized food and water is the correct one. B is the 1. Diphtheria, Trypanosoma pallidum. I think this is the answer is wrong, I think. Okay.
So yes, sir.
Yeah. See, B is the correct one, isn't it? Okay. This one is also a wrong one. They have given. Okay. What is the next one? Incubation period of typhoid and pneumonia. How many days? See that one? 2 to 6 weeks. Okay. Or 2 to 15 days. Which one is the correct one here? 2 to 15. 2 to 15 days is the correct one. Okay. And go to then which one of the following characters causes cross pollination? Clistogamy, dichogamy, homogamy. Cross pollination. See that? Clistogamy is the correct one, isn't it? So what about here? Continuous self-pollination species develop, which one you know? Weak offspring, isn't it? Because when you are continuously breeding, what will happen, you know? The progeny will be very weak in nature. So likewise, already you attend all the questions in. So one more is that you must note it on in this year, the weightage will be in this chapter only. Just note it on classes 11. Okay. Diversity of living organism, structural organization of the plant and animals, cell structure and functions, plant physiology and human physiology. These are all our 11th portion. And 12th, reproductions, genetic and evolution, biology of human welfare and biotechnology and its applications and ecology and environment. How many percentage they have? It is not a correct way. They assumed, maybe asked like this, but it is not exactly. Okay. Just note it on this part also. And already I have sent so many things. So last class, what we have discussed, that things, morphine, how it will be, which plant they may obtain in a small aspect, papavir somnifera, nicotine, nicotina tabacum, mirugina, cannabinus sativa, coca alkaloid, erythroxylum, and coca. These are the hints of the things. And Hayden Weinberg principle, already we discussed it. PQ is equal to 1. Okay. The P is denoted as frequency of dominant allele. Note it down. This is also very, very important one. And Q also frequency of recessive alleles. Okay. These are the things. So the final stage, the value will be 1. Suppose if it is less than 1, it is denoted as mutation. Suppose if it is more than 1, is also denoted as mutation. Note it down. That is also very, very important. Here, already gene migration, gene flow, genetic drift, mutation, genetic recombination, natural selection. These are the important things. Here also important points: comparative morphology and anatomy. Already we discussed these things also. Okay, so these are the hints. And so on tissues also there. And last I have given, which one of the presumably possess large cranial capacity? This one, Magnan man. Okay, these are the things already we discussed. Okay, and so we'll go to the next one. Okay, so that's lesson. Okay. See, my dear students, today what we are going to discuss, you know, the human health and reproduction. Here in this chapter, just imagine some of them are I couldn't explain because it is just go through your book, then only it will be better for things. Okay. Anyhow, last class, what we have discussed, introduction also we discussed, isn't it? Before that, what are the technical terms and also basic terms also already we discussed, isn't it? Today, see that introductions already we discussed. Human reproductive system. This is we have to discuss today. Okay, today we are going to discuss human reproductive system. Okay, some of them are I will tell. Please refer book like that. You know, just to go and refer it because it is very, because both male and female, boys and girls all there. That's why. Okay, human reproductive system. Just to follow it. In human beings, reproduction takes place by the sexual method. That is the reasons. Male and female, they are having their own sexual organs, and also sex is also separated. They are separately produce the gametes, and the sexes are separated. Okay. Here, what we are going to discuss, even now, there are two things that have been reported. One is called as primary sex, and second one is called as secondary organs. Secondary sex organs. Primary sex organs means, what is the meaning? No, the organs of male and females are the testes and the ovary respectively. Okay, the primary sex organs. These organs are involved in both gamete formation. The primary sex organs, the main role is here what? So gamete formation. That means male gamete and a female gamete. That is simply we may call it as what is that? Sperm and egg. And also not only that, and also a related hormonal secretions also very, very important. Okay, it's nothing but the primary sex organs, testis and ovary, and male sex organ and female sex organ. Male sex organ produce the male gamete, female sex organ produce female gametes. And not only that, and also a related hormones they will produce respective manner. That is also very, very important here. Okay. And second one is the secondary organs. The secondary organ helping the transportation, storage of and maturation and the fertilization of the gametes. Here what happened? Production takes place. And second one is what? Second one is storaging. That is well, transport, storage and maturation, and also a fertilization process of the gametes. Example, vasa efferentia, vasa differentia, epididymis, and seminal vesicles in male and oviduct and uterus. These are all comes under the headings known as secondary organ, otherwise called as primary, secondary sexual organ. or secondary sexual organ, like that. Primary sex organs of male and female. Already we discussed. Secondary sex organs, what will happen? They will, what is that? Helping the transportations, storage, maturation, and fertilization of the gametes. What are the parts present inside the sexual organs? Okay, go to the next one. The male are also different from the female in the secondary sexual feature. Already know very well. It is physiologically different or accessory sex organ. These are the very, very important. Once again, repeat for you. A male are also different from the females in their secondary sexual features or accessory sex organs. Thus, the human exhibit sexual dimorphism. That is the reason dimorphism physiologically physical, that is morphologically different. For example, the mammary gland are well developed in the female and the rudimentary in male. In our category, the mammary gland, it is not possible in our body. Okay, the females do not develop beards. Okay, and also mustache. Okay, and but male do not do the voice in female is pitch higher than in male. This is also sometimes they were asked the question due to the depend. It is also depends upon their hormone. Okay, beard, secondary sexual hormones. Already know about testosterone, androgen, progesterone, oxytocin. Okay, prolactin, and also these are the hormones responsible for the each and every, what is the sexes? Okay, male or female. Okay, what is the next one? The male reproductive system. First one is we are going to discuss the male reproductive organs. Just imagine the male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. Okay, it included a pair of testes along with the accessory duct glands and the external genitalia. So once again, repeat for you, my dear students, both male and female, the external genitalia, just go and refer your book. Once again, the external genitalia, I won't take. Okay, but you have to here list out the parts. Testes, accessory duct and glands, accessory glands of male, and external genitalia. Okay, these are the parts mostly present in the male reproductive. It is also composed of the male reproductive system. Okay, see here. Okay, the first one is called as testis. Here, so many times they were asked the question. Once again, repeat for you. This is very, very important. Particularly, the temperature is very, very important. Just go and check it in the 2017 or 18, I think. Okay, these questions they were asked in the NEET point of view. The testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum. Okay, the pouch is called a scrotum. The scrotums help in the maintain the low temperature of the testes. Note it down. This is the question. 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius, lower than the normal internal body temperature. Necessary for the spermatogenesis. What is the main use of the spermatogenesis? Okay, the testis temperature will be which one of the following, like that they may ask the question. 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. Just go and check it. It is also very, very important. Sometimes they may ask the question, sperm, okay, which temperature, okay, whether it's acidic or alkalinitic, like that they may ask the questions. They asked, see here, the slightly lower temperature of the scrotum is necessary for the development of the normal sperm. This is the question. Okay, which temperature is necessary for the development of the normal sperm, like that they may ask the question. That is called as 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is also very, very important. Go to the next one. The testes start their development, one, the abdominal cavity, but during the 7th month of the fetus. Note it down. This is very, very important. Which month? 7th month of the fetus, when we are in the embryo stage in our mother's stomachs. Okay, the testis started there. Which month? 7th month of the fetus. Lies there, descends into the scrotal sac in the presence of testosterone hormone. Testosterone. Note it down. This is also one of the steroid hormone. It's also derived from the fatty acids and so sterol. Okay, fatty acid derivative. That is very, very important. So must note it down here. The fetus lies there. Which one, which month? During the 7th month. Which hormone is responsible for the production of which one, testis, testosterone hormone. Suppose here it may be changed in the progesterone, like that, it may be a female. If they fail to descend, this condition is called as what is a cryptorachidism. Cryptorachidism. This is also a very, very important thing. Suppose if they fail to descend this condition, which one, testosterone hormone is not produced like that, that condition is called as cryptorachidism. Okay, this is also very, very important. Go to the next one. Testis. Yes. Okay. See here. Every testis has about 250 compartment called testicular lobules. How many compartment is the number of compartment? 250 compartments called a testicular tubulus. My dear students, just when you are going to study this lesson, just refer with the diagram. Here I couldn't show the diagram because it is very complicated. Not only complicated, it is ugly in nature. Okay, ugly. So that's why. Okay, testicular lobules. Each lobule contains 1, 2, 3 highly coiled seminiferal tubules. Here, testicular lobules and 3 highly coiled, what is that? Seminiferal tubule in which sperm are produced. The seminiferal tubules is produced sperms. That is very, very important. How many compartment? 250. How many testicular lobules? See here. 250 compartment called testicular lobules, and each lobules contain 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules, which are sperms or produced. See here, each seminiferous tubule is lined on it inside by 2 types of cell called as male germ cells, otherwise called as spermatogonia, and sertolic cell. This is also very, very important. Once again, repeat for you. Seminiferal tubules. The sperm production takes place in where? Seminiferal tubules. Okay, but the seminiferal tubules lie under 2 layers. It's covered by 2 layers inside. The 2 cells are called as, what is that? One is called as male germ cells, that is called as spermatogonia, and sertolic cell. These are the 2 important lining layer present inside the seminiferal tubules. Okay, first one, the spermatogonia cells, how it will be? See that spermatogonia cells are stacked in 4 to 8 layers. Once again, the spermatogonia cells also lined by 4 to 8 layers that occupy the space between the basal lamina and the lumen of the tubules. Here, spermatogonia cells are stacked how many layers? They may ask the question, 4 to 8 layers. And seminiferal tubules contain how many cells? Male germ cells. Sometimes they may ask the question, male germs as well as sertolic cells combined together form as which one, seminiferous tubules. The seminiferal tubules followed by which one, sertolic cells, like that. The spermatogonia consists of how many layers? 4 to 8 layers. Okay, where it present in between the space between the spatial lamina and the lumen of the tubules. This is also very, very important. And next one is the male germ cells. Which one is the male germ cell? Spermatogonia. Cells undergo meiotic, note it down, which cells? Meiotic cell division, finally leading to the sperm formation. The sperm formations also lead to the which type of cell divisions? Meiotic cell division. It is very, very important. Okay. Okay. What are the next one is the next cell? The sertolic cells. The sertolic cell, what is the main function of sertolic cell? See here, cell provide nutrition to the germ cells. Then only the germ cells produce a sperm. Okay, sertolic cell. What is the main functions of the sertolic cell? It can provide the nutrition just like a anther. Imagine, what about the tapetum? The main functions of the tapetum, they provide the nutrition for which one, pollen grains, isn't it? Likewise, here the sertolic cell provide the nutrition to the germ cells. Okay, note it down. This is very, very important. Male germ cells. Germ cells is nothing but the spermatogonia. Spermatogonia produce sperms. You got it out? Which type of cell division? Meiotic cell division. Why it is called as meiotic cell division? This takes place in the where? In the sexual cells. There is a division. See here. This is a structure. Just you note it down here. Okay. You see the go to the next one. See here. The testicular cells here. The spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is nothing but the seminiferous tubule. This is called a seminiferous tubules. When you are going to take the internal section of this part only, this is the here the marked line is no. It may be expanded here, magnified region. Okay. Here, this is the arrow is indicating the sertolic cell. The sertolic cell, what they will provide for which one? Germ cell, for the nutrition for the germ cells. So cell formation, which one you know? The sperm production is also takes place. How many spores sperms also produce? Here 4 may be indicated, isn't it? We will see one by one. Okay. First of all, you should note it down. This is testicles. Okay. The testicle contain what is a spermatogenesis process. Okay. The spermatogenesis process takes place in this area only. So here what happened? No, there is a gel cells are present. That cells are called as sertolic cells. This is germ cells. The sertolic cells provide what is the nutrition for the germ cells. As there is the formation of what is the sperm. Okay, what divisions takes place here? Meiotic cell division. See here. So this is the cross section of the seminiferal stipules. Okay, see that cross section. Here, what are the parts present in it? See here, a spermatogonium. This cell is considered as a spermatogonium. It is otherwise called as sperm producing mother cell. Spermatogonium. Okay. A spermatid. This structure is called a spermatid, and also having the, what is that? See here, a tail-like structures. Dividing spermatocytes. This is also another thing. It may be divided. Sustentacular cells. These are all extended. Sustentacular is nothing but the, it may be present in between the, which one you know? These cells. And capillaries, spermatosova. These are all called as spermatosova. It is not a matured sperm. Listen here. Spermatosova is a immature sperm. Industrial cell. These are all industrial cells. Collectively called as what is that? Cross section. This is the structure of seminiferous tubules. When you are going to take the cross section of seminiferous tubules, these are the structure present inside. This is called as lumen. This is called as the lumen part. Okay. So lumen surrounded by the mature, immature cells also present. And particularly here you must note it on 3 things is very, very important. One is called as spermatogonium, spermatid, and spermatosova. These are the 3 things is very, very important. Okay, see that. See, sertolic cell. What is the main functions of sertolic? What they are producing? Sertolic cells are sustentacular or nurse cells are present which provide nourishment to developing the spermatosova. Sertolic cell, it is also another type of cell present along with the germ cell. Both are very, very important for the production of sperms. Okay. The sertolic cell is also otherwise called as sustentacular cell and also nurse cells. Also present with the provide nourishment. Nourishment is nothing but the nutrients to developing the spermatosova. That is called a spermatosova is nothing but the immature sperm, and regulate the spermatogenesis by releasing and inhibiting to check FSH overactivities. This is also very, very important. Sometimes the sertolic cell, what happen, you know, to check the FSH overactivity. Sometimes suppose if it is increases, what happen, you know, automatically the sertolic cell, it inhibit the releasing of FSH. Okay, this is also a very, very important. See that. The other functions of the sertolic cells, not only that it will not provide the nourishment to the spermatozoa. Nourishment to the spermatozoa. Note it down. This is very, very important one. The other function of the sertolic cells are to observe the part being set by developing spermatozoa. Observe the parts being settled by developing spermatozoa. This is the first point. And second point, to release the androgen binding protein. Note it down. This is also very, very important. Cytosolic cell also release the androgen binding protein, ABP. And third one is to form blood testis barrier. It is the connection between the testis as well as the blood, and also the barrier in between. It's also act as a mediator, serotolic cells. And to release the anti-Mullerian factors, AMF, anti-Mullerian factors, to prevent the development of Mullerian duct, oviduct in male. This is also very, very important. So serotolic cells, these are the very, very important functions have been reported. One is called a spermatogenesis, and also inhibiting process, FSH inhibition process. The serotolic cell, which one of the following it can be easily inhibited? Which one of the following hormones means, have to tell us which one, FSH overactivity is inhibited by serotolic cell. And not only that, and also developing of spermatozoa. And second one is called as androgen binding protein also to release. And blood testis barrier, anti-Mullerian factory, and also it is also prevent the development of the oviduct in male. Oviduct mostly present in where, female. So that is also a very, very important things. See here, let me discuss. What about the lytic cells? The lytic also very, very important for the things. Lytic cells, what will happen? What will the main functions of the lytic cell? We will discuss once again. Serotolic cells. See here, serotolic cell is also basal lamina. Basal lamina is this part is called as basal lamina. This is the center part that is called as lumen. This is called as a lumen. So this is the entire structure of which one, spermatogenesis. See here, this is a scrotal structure. The scrotal inside what happened, the seminiferal tubule system. The seminiferal tubules, we have to take a small portion. It can be magnified here. Okay. Here, what are the parts present in it? Here, the serotolic cells is there. The serotolic cell provide which one, spermatozoa. See here, primary spermatocytes. See here, primordial germ cell is here. This one is a primitive stage. Amoeba undergo the meiotic cell division. It produces two cells. Okay. And here the mitotic division is also takes place. Here the mitotic cell division takes place as a result of the formation of one cell into two cells. Again, the one cell also undergoes the primary spermatocytes. This is the again further the meiotic division takes place. Where the meiotic division takes place now after the formation of primary spermatocytes only. After the formation of spermatocytes, primary spermatocytes. Before that, mitotic cell division is also only takes place. Mitotic cell division. That means body cell divisions. In this category, what happened? Reduction division takes place. Reduction, mitotic division 1. The second is spermatocytes formation takes place. Here the primary spermatocytes. Here the secondary spermatocytes. The secondary spermatocytes also further undergo the meiotic division 2. You will get 4 spermatids. 4 spermatid. These are all, or what is that? Immature. The immature sperms is also called as spermatids. The immature spermatids, when it undergo the mature sperm. Okay, after the mature sperms, here the mature sperms also store in where, where? Lytic cell or seminiferal vesicles. Seminiferal vesicles, lytic cells. The lytic cells also androgen and testosterone. Okay, lytic cells is also very, very important for the production of these two things, androgen and testosterone. Lytic cell is here. See here, these are all called as lytic cells. Followed by there is a serotolic cells, spermatogonium. Okay, so spermatid. This is an immature sperm. Okay, primary spermatid. These are all are called undergo the divisions. Primary spermatid. Okay, these are lytic cell structure. These are the cross section of lytic cells. Okay, go to the next one. The region outside the seminiferal tubules is called as interstitial space, containing small blood vessels, and interstitial cells are called as which one? Lytic cells. Okay, the small blood vessels present in the interstitial cells are called as lytic cells. Leydig cells synthesize or secrete testicular hormone. Note it down. These are the very, very important one. The testicular hormone. Sometimes they may ask the question androgen as testosterone, like that they may ask the question. Otherwise, they will ask the question testicular hormone. Which one of the following is which one of the following hormones is testicular hormone? Like that they may ask the question. The androgen, testosterone, secreted by Leydig cell. Note it down. This is also so many times they were asked the question. Leydig cells secreted the androgen hormone, testosterone, otherwise called as testosterone. These two cells, which cell? Leydig cells. The hormone, testicular hormone. It may be after the secretion, it may be transferred to blood. It may be directly enter into the blood. That is very, very important. Okay. These are all very, very important. Next, we will pass on to the next one. The male sex accessory duct glands. Okay, these are all primary. These are all called as what is an accessory, additional with. There are so many glands also present in the male sex organ. They are all collectively called as accessory duct glands. Okay, see here included retitestis, vasa efferentia, otherwise called efferentia. Okay, epididymis and vasa deferens. These are all are called as what is a sex accessory. Which sex? Male sex accessory gland or accessory ducts. See here, the seminiferous tubules of the testis open into vasa efferentia through retitestis. This is also just when you are going to check your diagrammatical representation. We cannot able to show the diagram because it is very complicated. That's why I simply will tell you, just refer it. Please go ahead. The seminiferous tubules of the testis open into the vasa efferentia through the retitestis. The vasa efferentia leave the testis and open into the epididymis located along the posterior surface of the each testis. Okay, the efferentia leave the testis and open into the epididymis. Epididymis is also located along the posterior surface of the each testis. Okay, posterior is in the front portion. Okay, so note it down. Okay. The male sex accessory ducts and also glands. The first one is called epididymis. Plural epididymis. Sometimes they may ask which one of the following is the plural form of epididymis. Okay, see here, mes, epididymis. MES is a plural. MIS is a singular. It is a consists of the single narrow long, how many meters? 6 meters tube tightly coiled as a moss along the anterior dorsal side of each testis. Anterior. Anterior means posterior, anterior, antero. All are same also. It is distinct into 3 parts. Epididymis is nothing but the, which one you know? Consists of single narrow long tube tightly coiled as a moss along the anterodorsal side of each testis. It is distinct into 3 parts. One is called as caput epididymis, head, and corpus epididymis, body, and caudua epididymis is a tail. Caput, corpus, and caudua. These are the 3 parts: head, body, tail, like as a sperm. Okay, the epididymis divided into 3 parts. They may ask the question, just like a sperm, which one of the male sex duct glands divided into 3 parts: head, tail, body, like that? They may ask the question sometimes. Okay, note it down. Which one you know? Epididymis. The storage and activation of sperm takes place here only. Epididymis, note it down. Which one you know? The main part after the production of the sperm, where it's stored. Storage takes place in the, and also the activation also takes place in the, where in the epididymis. That is very, very important. Sometimes they may ask the questions. The storage of sperm takes place in which one of the following glands or ducts, like that, epididymis. It is the secretion also contributes to seminal fluids. Seminal fluids also. It is also very, without seminal fluid, the sperm, it will not move. Okay. If there is no ejaculation for a longer time, the sperm get absorbed by its walls. This is also another time. Suppose if it is not comes out, what happens automatically? It absorbed by the what is it? Which one you know? The wall, epididymis walls. Prior to ejaculation, sperm remaining stored in last portion of the epididymis and the was differences prior to ejaculation sperm. Okay, this is also another point. Sperms occur motility in epididymis. This is also very, very important. Maximum the motility of the sperm where it takes place, epididymis. Okay, storage and also takes place epididymis. Okay, ejaculation times, no ejaculation times, what will happen? You know, they may be stored in the epididymis wall. Okay, so these are the important things. See here, vas differences 30 centimeter in man, that is called as vasectomy. When the vasectomy takes place, it is also considered the birth control. That time the what they will do, you know, the vas differences completely cut and tie it. It will not produce the sperm. That centimeter will be 30 centimeter. Ejaculated tract 2 centimeter in man, and urethra 20 centimeter in man. These are the parts. And then we will pass on to the next one, is called accessory glands of male. What are the accessory glands also present in it? No other than epididymis. See here, the seminal vesicles. The seminal vesicles centimeter will be 5 centimeter in man. It is a paired sac-like glandular part. Paired sac-like glandular part between the urinary bladder and rectum. Secrete a viscous fluid in the main 60 to 70% of part of the ejaculated, that is called as semen. How many percentage of fluid present in the liquid part, otherwise called as viscous fluid, that is called as 60 to 70% of the part of the ejaculated semen. It contain, note it down, protein, fructose, citrose, inositol, and prostaglandins, and several protein. Sperms have a fructokinase enzyme to utilize the fructose sugars. This is very, very important. Which enzyme present in the seminal fluids or seminal vesicles also secreted. Okay, this is very, very important. Here you have to remind it 4 points only. 5 centimeter in man. How many percentage? 60 to 70% of the part contain. What are the content and which enzyme is secreted? You have to differentiate. These are the 4 points you have to note it down in this category, in this area only. Okay, go to the next one. And prostate gland, another one is called as prostate gland. It is a hemp nut shaped multilobular gland with 30 to 40%. Here 70%, 60 to 70. Here 30 to 40, total 100%. Tubulo-alveolar at the base of urinary bladder surrounds the first part of the urethra. Prostate gland is very, very important. Sometimes you may study the prostate cancer. Suppose the mutation takes place in the prostate gland, what happens? No, it will be very complicated. It is present in the female reproductive organ. It's also female also it has. The secrete the odorless alkaline fluid as part 30 to 40% of the seminal fluid containing prostaglandin, citrate, calcium, and also phosphate ion of clotting enzyme also. These are all which one you know secreted by prostate gland. Here also secreted, which one you know, these are the components secreted by the seminal vesicle. Both accessory glands also secrete the related component. Which one you know? See here, the seminal fluid contain prostaglandins. They are also citrate. They are also calcium. Okay, phosphate ions, clotting enzyme. These are the secret. These are the components secreted by the prostate gland. Suppose the cancer is there. Here the enzyme, clotting enzyme, some citrate, calcium, seminal fluids. That concentration will be very high sometimes. This is also very, very important one. Go to the next one. This is called as prostate gland. Okay, the prostate gland is here. It's also secreted the citrate and prostaglandin and also some other enzymes also secreted by the prostate gland. It's also present the lower part of the male sex organs. The alkaline secretion of the prostate gland, alkaline, note it down, alkaline means base. Secretion of the prostate gland help the sperm to become active and counteract any adverse effect that the urine may have on the sperm. Sometimes what happen, you know, sometimes what happen? Okay, sometimes what happen, you know, the urine also sometimes the sperm is also eliminated, elucidated. Okay. In old age, begins a prostatic hypertrophy. BPH causes obstruction in the urinations. This is also another case. Okay. And the inflammation of the prostate gland is known as prostatitis. This is also, sometimes they ask the question, suppose the inflammation of prostate gland is clinically called like that, prostatitis. Okay. The old age people's, what happened, begins prostatic hypertrophy, causes obstruction in the urination. Urination which will be suffered. Okay. Okay. Normally, how many liters of urination we are passing? Urine. Anybody else? How many liters? 1.5 liters. Similar to that of the salivary glands, also 1.5 liter of which one, you know, saliva secreted every year. Okay, go to the next one is called as third one, bulbourethral glands or Cowper's glands. Note it down. Sometimes they ask the questions, Cowper's glands, because the word is very difficult, different in nature. Okay, how it will be? It is a pair of B-shaped sized glands along the side of urethra at the base of the, which one, you know, the male reproductive organ, secrete the viscous alkaline fluid as lubricants. Okay, corpus glands, what is the main use of this one? They can secrete alkaline fluids for the lubrication process, in which also neutralize the acidity effect, in which they will affect the acidity effect of urine urethra and contribute to the seminal fluid to help in the upkeeping of sperms. It also neutralize the acidic effect because alkaline secretion. Okay, suppose the urine is acidic in nature, you know, it can be neutralized by the secretion of the alkaline fluids by corpus glands. Okay, this is also very well. Not only that, urine and also the seminal fluids also, sometimes it may be acid nature. It can be neutralized by the addition of alkaline fluid secreted by the corpus glands. This is also a very, very important one. So go to the semen. The semen is a mixture of sperm and seminal fluids, a combination of two things. This is the liquid part. This one is called what is a cells, which is the liquid portion of the semen that consists of the sperm and the secretion of the seminal vesicles, prostate glands, and the bulbourethral glands. These are the three components, is very, very important: seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and also bulbourethral glands. The average volume, this is very, very important. Note it down, my dear students. This is so many times they were asked the question. The average volume of semen in ejaculation 2.5 to 5 ml. Okay, semen. With the sperm count concentration of 200 to 300 million sperms. Note it down. This is also very, very important. This is also very, very important. How many ml? 2 to 5 ml. This is the normal one. 200 to 300 million of sperm also. Second point, out of this sperm, for normal fertility, at least 60% of sperm must have normal shape. They may ask the question, how many percentage of normal shape in nature? 60%. How many percentage of vigorous motility? This is very, very important. 40%. So many times they were asked the question, 40% of vigorous motility. This motility only, because it's a very active in nature. Okay. So this is very, very important. When you are going to take a test tube, that means checkup, you know, that time they may analyze this point only for male. Okay. So this is very, very important. Once again, repeat for this portion only, 2.5 to 5 ml of volume and concentration of the 200 to 300 million sperms, and fertility at least 60% of the sperm is normal in shape, and then 40% is a vigorous motility, 40% vigorous motility. So what is the next one? When the number of sperm fall below 20 million ml, that is oligospermia. That condition is called as oligospermia. Note it down. This is very, very important. Oligospermia is nothing but how many percentage will be, how many sperm, number of sperm will be fall onto the which level per ml they calculate. This is very, very important. Per ml, 20 million sperms below means that condition is called as oligospermia. The male is like to be a infertile. Infertile means it will not fertilize the egg. That condition is called as, it's similar to that of the sterile conditions. Okay, they cannot be able to fertilize the egg. That condition is called as oligospermia. The oligospermia, what will be happen? The fall below 20 millions per ml. Semen is slightly alkaline. Note it down. This is very, very important. Slightly alkaline because citrate and other compound is also present in it. And it provides sperm with the transportation medium and the nutrient. Then only what happens, the sperms, they can easily move on to the female reproductive part. That is very, very important. Semen is slightly alkaline and it provides the sperm with the transportation medium and the nutrients. Okay. So I think that's all about the class. Okay. So here, so once again, repeat for you all those things. Today we will finish it up to this level. Remaining things we will say on the next classes. What are the things already we discussed? Yeah, male reproductive organ, isn't it? Male reproductive organ. And before that, what is that? Human reproduction. Interaction already we discussed, isn't it? Humans are sexually reproducing and viviparous, only adult. So what are the gamete production is very, very important. Haploid gametes, because male as well as female, they are having the 23 chromosome, isn't it? 46 our body chromosome, sexual chromosome, they will contain 23 chromosome. They are united together, form as a diploid nature. Okay. Before that, haploid nature in sexual chromosomes, isn't it? Sperm 23 and ovum also 23. This process, production of gametes is called as gametogenesis. Already we discussed. Okay. And also insemination, that means female genital, which is transfer of sperm, inseminations. Fertilization, fusion of male and female gamete, fertilization. After that, zygote formations. Then undergo the blastocyst, that otherwise called as what is that? Development stage. Okay. How it will be? It's also implantation takes place. What is that? After the formation of blastocyst, they may be adhere on the surface of the uterine wall, endometrium particularly. Okay, implantations. And also the embryonic development is also called as gestation. And the delivery is called as pasteurization. Okay, these are the events occurs within the body after the fusion of gametes. Human reproductive is already we discussed. Primary sex organs, okay, male and female, that is testes and ovaries. Not only that, and also hormonal secretion also there. Secondary organs, vasa efferentia, vasa differentia, epididymis, seminal vesicles, and also in the male and oviduct, exactly. And then secondary sexual features or accessory sex organ also present in it. Okay, so the human exhibited sexually dimorphism, morphological difference, male as well as the female. Okay, so what are the things, the mammary gland is present in the female and male, the rudimentary. And particularly male, beards as well as mustache is present, but at the same time, the voice is also, what is the female is pitch is higher than in male. These are the secondary sexual symptoms. Okay, sexual symptom according to the presence of the hormone. The male reproductive system, already testes is very, very important. Not only that, and accessory glands such as the ducts and glands, plus external genitalia. Okay, these are the things. See here, and then the testes, particularly scrotum, is pouch-like structure, scrotum. Temperature, note it down. This is very, very important. They maintain the temperature 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. What is the main use of this one? For the spermatogenesis and also the production of sperm. Okay, so next, and then the testes start in the baby during the pregnancy time. Which month? 7th month. Okay, that is very one. Caused by which one of the causative organs? Causative hormones. Which hormones is responsible for the production of testes? The testosterone hormone. This is also very, very important. Suppose if it is not possible, that condition is called as cryptorhizidism. Okay, then each test is 250 testicular compartment, testicular lobules. Okay, each lobule is highly coiled. How many coiled? 3 highly coiled. Wait it down, note it down. 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules in which sperms are produced. That is very, very okay. What is the next one? Spermatogonia, sperms production cell. These are the 2 types of cells, male germ cells and also spermatogonia. Another one is called a sertolic cell. Spermatogonia, 4 to 8 layers. Okay, present the lamina and lumen of the tubules. Which type of cell division takes place? Meiotic. Finally produces sperm formation. So, okay, sertolic cells provide nutrition to the germ cell. Next one is sertolic cell. Sertolic cell, what is the main function of? It is also provide the nutrition for a germ cell. Germ cell is nothing but the male germ cells. Okay. Okay, go to the next one. So, this is the structure. So, here the already we discussed seminiferal tubules, spermatogenesis, and sertolic cells. Okay. And here the cross section of seminiferal. So these are the very important things. Which one you know? Spermatogonia, sperm producing mother cells. Okay. This one is called a spermatid, immature sperms. This one is called a spermatosova. It is a mature sperm. Spermatosova. Okay. What is that? So sertolic cell already we discussed there. Sertolic, what is the main function? They will provide the nourishment, not only and controlling activities of FSH. Not only that, and ABP binding, and also AMF and blood test barrier and oviduct inhibition. Okay, male. And this is the structure already we saw it. The Leydig cell is also very, very important. Okay, see that. This is already we discussed how many cell division takes place in this area. Already in our about primordial germ cells undergo the mitotic cell division. It provides the two cells. When it provides the two cells, it undergoes that cell is called as what is that? Primary spermatocyte. The primary spermatocyte, after the formation of primary spermatocytes, what happens? It may undergo the first meiotic divisions. It will secondary spermatocyte, primary and secondary. Which one in a mitotic division 1? They may ask the question: primary spermatocytes produce how many secondary spermatocytes? 2 spermatocytes. The 2 spermatocytes further undergoes the meiotic division 2. You will get it the 4 spermatid, each one divided into 2, isn't it? Spermatid. The spermatid undergo the mature sperms. Okay, this is a very, very important. Store in the where? It Leydig cells. Already you know androgen, testosterone, the hormone. Okay, secreted by the Leydig cells. Interstitial space, Leydig cells, testosterone hormone. And male sex organs and ducts and glands. Already we discussed testes, retitestis, vasa afferentia, epididymis, and vas differences. Testis open into the vasa afferentia, retitestis. These are all already we discussed, isn't it? Okay. So, and also epididymis. Epididymis, a singular and plural word. How many meter is that? 6 meter. Tightly coiled. That is very, very important. What are the parts? Similar to that of sperm. Okay. Epididymis. Note it down. 3 parts: head and body tail, and capta, corpus, and caduda. Storage and activation of the sperm takes place in where? Epididymis. Ejaculation, what happened? It absorb the walls. That is very, very important. Epididymis wall will be absorb the parts. And sperm occur motility in epididymis. This is also very, very important. Okay. So, and then, and vasa efferents, how many centimeter? Ejaculated duct, how many centimeter? And urethra, 20 centimeters. These are the very, very important. Here, accessory gland of male, particularly seminal vesicles, note it down. Seminal vesicles is very, very important. This is a glandular part between the urinary bladder and the rectum. Secreted the viscous fluid, mainly how many percentage? 60 to 70%. Semen contain what are the parts? Protein, fructose, citrate, inositol, prostaglandin, and several proteins. Sperms carry a fructokinase enzyme. Which enzyme mostly present in the seminal vesicle or seminal fluids? Like that, they may ask the question. Fructokinase enzymes utilize fructose sugars. Which sugars they may ask the question? Fructose already mentioned here. Okay. Likewise, prostaglandin is also 30% to 40% of. This is also very, very important. Okay, where it presents? Bladder surrounded the first part of the urethra. Secreted how many? Odorless alkaline fluid. That is also one of the very, very important, because the presence of citrate enzyme, citrate calcium. These are all alkaline substances like that. That's why the seminal fluid contains prostaglandin, citrate calcium, and also phosphate ions, cladding enzyme. All are what is that? Phosphate in nature. Okay, that's a positive in nature. That's why it's alkaline fluid. Okay, so the prostaglandin already we discussed, and alkaline secretions of the prostaglandin help to the sperm become active and counteract any adverse effect that the urine may have on the sperm. In old age begins a prostate hypertrophy. This is also already we discussed. Urine causes obstruction in urinations. It will not produce the urine properly. The inflammation of the prostate gland is called as, what is that? Prostatitis. This is also important one. And urethral glands, or otherwise called as Cowbus glands. This is also very, very important. B-sized glands. Okay, this is it secretes the viscous alkaline fluids for the lubrication process. It neutralizes the acidic effect of the urine and urethra. It contributes to the seminal fluid to help in the upkeeping of the sperms. These are all very, very important in this category. Siemens already we discussed is nothing but the seminal fluids. Sperm with the seminal fluid. Sometimes they may ask the question, sperm only. Okay, Siemens is the mixture of sperm and seminal fluid. Sperm only, seminal fluid only. So, okay, none of these, like that they may ask the questions. You have to tell us the sperm and seminal fluids collectively called as semen. Okay, liquid portion of the semen that consists of sperm and also secretion of the seminal vesicles, prostate gland and the bulbourethral glands. Here it's very, very important things. Okay, the ejaculation volume will be 2.5 to 5 ml and concentration 200 to 300 million sperms. This is very, very important. And the normal fertility, as this 60% of the sperm must have normal shape and size, and at least 40% of them must have so vigorous motility. How many percentage of vigorous motility? They ask the questions. 40%. Once again, repeat for you. 40% is very, very important. Okay. Then suppose when the number of sperm fall into the below the 20 million per ml, that is called as oligospermia. That condition is called as oligospermia. Okay, otherwise called as infertility. They cannot be able to fertilize the egg. Okay, semen slightly alkaline. Here as the question is there, very, very important, because alkaline base in nature, and it's provide the sperm with the transport medium and the nutrition. The semen is very, very alkaline nature. Already we discussed why it is alkaline. What are the components present in phosphate, nitrate citrate, and so on. So that's all about today classes. If you have any doubt, please go and refer the book kindly. Okay, thank you so much, my dear students. Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gana.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.